Good day everyone, I'm Dr. Gaile Robredo-Vitas and I'm a dermatologist. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about moisturizers because a lot of my patients are still puzzled whether they need a moisturizer, should they be using one, which one to choose. So for today's video, we're going to be answering the following questions. What is a moisturizer? What are the types of moisturizers? What are the formulations available in the market? When do we use moisturizers? And how to use them? So by the end of the video, we hope to answer all of these questions for you. So in order for you to understand more clearly what moisturizers are for, I'm going to discuss very briefly the skin structure. So our skin is actually made up of several layers. We have the epidermis, or the topmost layer, the dermis, where all the glands, the hair follicles can be found, and then the hypodermis, where the subcutaneous layer or fat and connective tissues are located. So in the epidermis, which is the topmost layer, more importantly, there is the stratum corneum. So the stratum corneum is the layer that protects us or serves as a barrier between us and the environment, and it is also where water diffusion happens. So water is lost or preserved in this area of the skin. And when this one is intact, you have normal skin. However, when this one is disrupted, then that's the time you experience irritation, inflammation, and all the other issues in the skin. So everyone does cleansing. Whether it's from a long day at work, or coming from the gym, or coming from school, we either take a bath, or wash your face, or do both. Cleansing is a way of removing all the dirt, the sebum, and everything that got in contact with our skin. However, especially in the past, most cleansers contained surfactants, and they were not able to distinguish between dirt and sebum and the natural lipids that we have on our skin. These cleansers are so efficient that they remove everything completely. Now, moisturizers were then invented to return or put back what was unnecessarily removed. In some Korean products, moisturizers are labeled as return. They're supposed to return or put back what was removed. Now, with the advent of new cleansers and advancement in technologies in producing cleansers, a lot are actually soap-free, and they're able to distinguish dirt and sebum from the natural lipids. And because of that, moisturizers have evolved into vehicles in delivering active ingredients to the skin. So what you have to remember is that not all moisturizers are the same. There are actually 3 main types of moisturizers, and there are even more types of formulations out there. So first, we have what we call humectants, or water absorbers. These moisturizers, when you put on your skin, they draw moisture from the deepest layer of your skin or from the environment. The only drawback is that, for example, you're in an environment where it's really dry, inside the airplane or in a temperate country. When you put humectants alone on top of your skin, they also might draw moisture from your skin to the environment, and you end up being more dry. In these cases, humectants are then best paired with what we're going to talk about next, which are occlusives. So to discuss briefly the types of humectants, we have number 1, glycerin. It's the most common humectant out there. The next would be urea. In lower concentrations, they act as humectants. However, in higher concentrations, they can act as a keratolytic, or something that removes the top layer of your skin. And then finally, hyaluronic acid, which I'm sure you hear a lot about. So as a dermatologist, I use a lot of urea in my patients with dry, scaly skin, and hyaluronic acid for those who just want to have, a more hydrated look and feel of their skin. So the next type of moisturizers are the occlusives. So the occlusives seal in moisture, and they literally prevent and block water from escaping our skin. Examples would be your petrolatum, or your petroleum jelly, your mineral oil, and your dimethicones, or your silicone. The most popular occlusive would be your petroleum jelly. So the petroleum jelly was actually invented in 1872 as a chemical to treat leather, and then later on as a substitute for lard, as a vehicle to deliver active ingredients into the skin, and then much later on as a means of repairing the skin after a wound or injury. I use it a lot after I do my cautery, some laser procedures, to treat chapped or dry lips, and to protect your skin when you do a lot of wet work. And now the last type of moisturizers are what we call emollients, or space fillers. So emollients fill in the gaps between the skin, thus making your skin feel smooth and soft, and and they also restore the skin's barrier function. Examples would be your butters, your oils that actually don't form an occlusive film, and then your ceramides. I use emollients a lot when I treat patients with atopic dermatitis or skin asthma, patients with cirrhotic skin or dry skin, and even those who just want to moisturize their skin. Now, a good moisturizer must have a good balance of all three. An emollient to fill in the gaps and repair the skin, making it smooth and soft. A humectant to draw in moisture from the skin or from the environment. And an occlusive to seal it all in. So there are a lot of formulations available in the market, and we're going to talk about the more common ones one by one. Here on my hand, you will see cream, lotion, and ointment. So cream and lotions are emulsions of oil and water, or water and oil, and they're actually the most popular form. A cream is generally thicker than lotions, and lotions are actually easier to apply. But both of them can be applied on the face and on the body. You have here ointment, which is actually made up of fats, waxes, oils, and hydrocarbons. They are waterproof and are ideal in barrier-disrupted skin or skin that are really dry. However, they can be sticky and they can also stain clothing, and they're not recommended for use in moisture-bearing areas or in acne-prone skin. So another common formulation is the gel. So gels are non-oily, they're non-comedogenic, and they're easily absorbed by the skin. So gels are recommended to be applied in hair-bearing areas and by individuals with oily skin. Finally, we have serums, which actually come in either water or oil-based formulations, and they are used to deliver actives into the skin and should be applied directly on freshly washed skin. Serums usually contain a few ingredients with a specific purpose. It can be like vitamin C serum or serum with peptides. So they usually don't contain a lot of ingredients. When they do, these ingredients are usually synergistic. So when do you use a moisturizer and how do you use them? So it's actually your skin and how your skin feels at the moment that will dictate whether or not you need one. For example, me, I have dry skin, so I always use a moisturizer in the morning and in the evening. How do you use them? As a general rule, when it comes to products, I always recommend that you apply it from lightest to heaviest. So for example, after washing your face, first apply your water-based serum, followed by your cream, and then your balm if you have one. And then in the morning, sunscreen always goes last. Does everyone need a moisturizer? So the answer is no. If you have an intact skin barrier and normal skin, you don't need a moisturizer. I always tell my patients, at least in my opinion, there are only two things that you really need. You need a good cleanser, one that is soap-free and will not remove all the lipids and the fatty acids that your skin needs, and sunscreen. Now, a moisturizer is an added bonus for those who want to add ingredients into their regimen and for those with dry skin. What is an ideal moisturizer? So, to be honest, finding an ideal moisturizer for your skin is actually a matter of trial and error. For me, an ideal moisturizer is something that you will use and something that will deliver the effects that you want from your moisturizer. So, there are a lot of great products out there. You just have to find something that suits your tastes and preferences and one that will address your needs. Consult your dermatologist. I'm sure he or she will be the best person to join you and help you in your journey of finding the right moisturizer for you.